This was a good Roman Reigns main event, but not one of his best. You may remember Reigns' match with Edge at Money in the Bank. This bout had a similar problem to that one, which is the first 7 to 10 minutes were slow and felt superfluous. Normally that's fine, but, as noted earlier, the crowd is quieter than usual tonight, so the match didn't have the usual electric atmosphere of a Reigns main event. That said, as his matches always do, this did pick up. About 15 minutes in, Big E dodged a Superman punch but was then caught by a rock bottom, which got a Rocky chant from the crowd. Reigns then blitzed Big E with 3 Superman punches and set up for the spear, only for Big E to hulk up and cut him off. Big E threw Reigns onto the apron, and cut him down with a spear to the outisde. Big E chucked Reigns back into the ring, where Reigns hit a massive spear for a sick near fall. Big E kicked out, which got huge dueling chants for Big E and Roman. After a first failed attempt, Reigns managed to lock Reigns into the guillotine choke. In a great counter, Big E powered Reigns up out of the guillotine and onto his shoulders to land a big ending. Reigns grabbed the rope to break up the pin, which got a "This is awesome" chant. The two battle on the outside, with Big E slamming Reigns onto the announcer's table. Reigns reversed Big E's Irish whip, sending Big E into the steel steps. Reigns hit a huge Superman punch off the steps, then tossed Big E into the ring. Big E attempted a big ending, but Reigns slipped out, kicked Big E's knee and scored a spear for the win. Rating: 4 stars. Great match. The downside is that Big E, who only recently made the jump from mid-card babyface to world champion, was beaten decisively by the heel Reigns. It's not good for Big E's credibility, but it's to be expected since Reigns is obviously WWE's bigger investment. Sadly, no Rock after the match. WWE is building to Reigns' rematch with Brock Lesnar, so it makes sense to not lessen Lesnar's value by overshadowing him by teasing a Rock Reigns match, if that is indeed on the cards. The Women's Raw vs SmackDown Survivor Series match featured on one side Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella and Queen Zelina, Team Raw, and on the other Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi Blackheart, Natalya and Toni Storm, Team SmackDown. The first elimination came quick. Too concerned with her looks and hair, Carmella was rolled up and pinned by Toni Storm. With Natalya and Liv Morgan in the ring, the crowd kind of died. It's been a surprisingly subdued crowd all night long, considering how spirited New York crowds usually are, but they're conspicuously quiet for this match. They did perk up for stars like Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair, but even good action between the likes of Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler got a muted reaction.